Hello, Taurus. Oh my goodness. I hope you guys are doing well. This is going to be your weekly reading for the week of the 3rd, going to the 9th of April. So I am going to dive straight into it, but I have been away for a while. So I hope you guys have been doing well in the meantime. But I'm going to find out, I guess. So let's see what's going on for you, Taurus. All right. There was a lot. I did do a pre-shuffle before this just so I could warm myself back up again. So there might be some key themes for you guys within this week when it comes down to changing a role, taking more responsibility in your life. If it's not in career, it could just be in general, of course. But just kind of stepping up a level. You guys might definitely be in a position of leadership or aiming towards that. I do see for some of you there is potential for like promotions or potential of being a master of something, and that was the key word that did come up for you guys. But let's just find out. Let's see. For Taurus, please, Spirit, for the week of the 3rd to the 9th of April. All right, for Taurus, please. Gonna take a while. There we go. Thank you. Amazing. See, already some super amazing stuff. This is very interesting because, of course, when we speak about energies, masculine and feminine, it's never about gender. So just understand that. What I do see is, in the beginning and in the pre-shuffle, as I was saying, it's kind of like more responsibility, more kind of dominance and control of your life, which is usually the masculine energy, kind of bringing in order and structure into your life. But within this week, it kind of feels like you're receiving those blessings, which are allowing you to kind of flow as well. Or maybe you're just finding a really equal balance. So because you're adding structure, maybe because you've already added structure into your life, you're really reaping those benefits and finding a good time now to actually bathe in those rewards, you know. Let's just clarify this. Okay, for Taurus, please. Yeah, okay, beautiful stuff. Some of you could definitely be feeling a lot more motivated or just really positive when it comes down to the next few steps of your life. And I am going to show you, I do see there are some really good things. I am going to bring up a little bit of a fair warning though for you guys, just because there could be someone around you who's just not liking your progress. This may just be a fake friend. This may just be a fake, acquaintance here. Someone who seems like they're very supportive or seems one way, but really they don't have the best of intentions. So if you're feeling that you don't really trust somebody, then go with that. Make sure you're not overextending yourself to people who might be taking advantage. All right, and make sure that you're trusting your gut instinct. It doesn't mean you need to do anything. It just means place those boundaries where necessary. But moving away from that, because this is a good week for you guys, in your oracle cards, you do have the yin energy, which is that divine feminine energy that we are bringing into the week, which is all about love. It's all about unconditional love, which you guys are ruled by Venus, so it is your energy. This is about bathing in it, though, doing things that you love to do. I think your emotions are really going to be very balanced within this week, and maybe because you're just happier, because we do have the happy energy, which is about connecting more to the universe, being more motivated and inspired about where your life is going because you're feeling something good, or maybe you are aware of whatever this egg is here in the card. It represents a new beginning and birthing something. So if you guys are, again, if you have a goal in mind, you're feeling super positive about it. And I feel like a lot of you, if it's not happened already, it definitely feels like it's coming in for you, is that you're finding something that you adore. And when you're doing something that you love to do, it just fuels your soul. And I feel like more good things start to come because of this, which is amazing. So you are connected more to your soul being, to your ancestors and spirit guides, and just to the world around you. It feels like your energy is high, which I will clarify because that is also coming up in the tarot cards too. And another key theme for you guys within this week is kind of tapping into this why. This is asking yourself the right questions, really tapping into your purpose here. And for a lot of you guys, I do feel like you're going to be very inspired and finding what that purpose is and connecting to that purpose, which is very nice to see. This is really, maybe you're meditating more, maybe you are just asking yourself the right questions when you're feeling connected, and I feel like this is giving you the answers, which is really nice to see. Some of you could be writers, or you guys could have there could be some significance around like a book, whether it's you're writing a book or whether there is a specific book that you have been reading or been wanting to buy to read. It feels like it has some significance on this journey of yours, okay? So there could be some very big importance around that. So good things are coming and good things are happening because you're feeling really positive, or there is a positive, loving energy coming through for you. We actually have as your main card, and the first one that came out, so it's very important. We have the Sagittarius energy, which is this Knight of Wands. This is very connected, by the way, to this white card, because Sagittarius rules the 9th house, which is is known for higher education. It's about learning new things. It's also about philosophies, okay? So you guys could be, again, really diving into your own spirituality, your belief system within this week as well, which will be very good for you. Knight of Wands is also a very good card for ambition, conquering energy. So a lot of you guys are just getting this passion within this week to just do more, conquer more, expand, because Sagittarius is also ruled by Jupiter, which is a planet of expansion. It's about growing, learning, doing more. If you have abundance in your life already, or even small amounts, by being grateful, I feel like this is even expanding more because you're just having this motivation to grow something, and you could literally be growing something, okay? Anyways, the next cards that came up after this, beautiful flow of messages, is what we was speaking about in the beginning when I was speaking about your pre-shuffle. We have the Two of Wands and the Wheel of Fortune, and this is about speaking about the next step. This is that kind of plan and that structure that's coming along very nicely, is what it feels like. This is again about expanding, and so is the Wheel of Fortune. This is very Jupiter energy, or the tarot cards coming in. So blessings are definitely coming your way, Taurus. I think it's really important that we just know that, all right? So key theme coming through for you. But the Two of Wands is asking for you to think about your next step. But with the Wheel of Fortune, be aware of some surprises. Things may not go as planned, but it's not a bad thing. I think this structure is going to lead you somewhere where it's going to bring some serendipity, most likely, where by making this decision, let's say for example you just decide, okay, I don't know, I could make anything up. If your goal is fitness, instead of driving, I'm going to ride a bike. And because you decide to do that, all of a sudden something just lands in your lap, or an opportunity comes your way. You meet someone along the way, or something happens, and it grants you a wish, is what it feels like. Because again, it's Jupiter energy, and it somehow expands your world even more than that fitness gym. Maybe you meet someone who gives you unlimited, I don't know, membership to the gym. So that goal gets bigger. The access to the goal, or to maybe go directly to it. I'm feeling like you could be fast-tracked, by the way, Taurus. Anyways, that was a very specific example. Of course, it's not like that, but I just mean in a way that something is expanding because of some sort of change that you're deciding to make. And the structure that you're bringing into your life is going to call in some divine blessings, is what it feels like. The Wheel of Fortune is very unexpected things coming into your life, and it is good things. So just be prepared for this, okay? So this is planning, getting ready for the next step, making a choice. All right, Two of Wands is usually about he's outgrown one thing, he's kind of reached it, been there, done that. Now he's wanting the next thing. Okay, and this Wheel of Fortune is kind of saying, I don't think you're going to really be ready yet. Or you're not going to feel ready for what actually is going to be coming in. Or maybe you just have no idea what it is. And even if you do, I kind of feel like Spirit is going to surprise you with this Wheel of Fortune here. Yeah, there's going to be some sort of announcement coming through with the Wheel of Fortune. We then have the Page of Wands and the Three of Wands, which is interesting because we go from the Two of Wands to some sort of announcement with that Page of Wands to the Three. So you're gaining something, which is interesting. I think that's really interesting. You're going to be getting some good news, which is going to add to something that you're building. all right, or add to some sort of path that you're going to be going down. This may mean that we might have to wait a little bit with that Three of Wands. This mostly feels like you're going to be communicating with someone, or you're going to hear from someone. This is more to do with your passions and interests and hobbies, and this feels more to do with career. This feels more to do with maybe your finances. We have a lot of wands, so it is something that is fueling some sort of passion within you, okay? You go from this Two of Wands to the Three of Wands, which is kind of like thinking about it, making a choice, expanding, and looking into the future, to the Three of Wands being like, okay, waiting. Because I kind of feel like something's going to come in, which is going to help you do the work, become clearer maybe, or just be at a position where you're like, okay, now I'm waiting for the results to come back to me. And I see some really good results. Now, the Seven of Swords is still on the bottom of the deck here, so I'm just going to see what this is. This is underneath, the Queen of Wands is underneath this, so this could be a fire sign, all right, or someone who may be Queen of Wands with if it is a fire sign, or it is this person who represents this Queen of Wands energy, this could just be someone who has a lot of ego and may not like you taking a spotlight, if that's what it is, okay? There could be someone who feels like you are stealing their shine. Just be aware of that, okay? Let's clarify what the Seven of Swords is about then. We have the King of Swords and the Sun. So truth is going to be revealed here about who this person is. And the Moon. But the thing is, when we have the Sun and the Moon together, this is some very deep things coming up, okay? But when it pertains to the Seven of Swords that was coming through, okay, in one way, this could definitely, if it's not people around you, so don't worry. If it's not, there is a message coming through that this could be self-sabotaging. Sometimes the Seven of Swords is about that. It can mean that there are some deep emotions that are coming to light here that you're having to deal with and address logically rather than emotionally. Sometimes communicating with yourself, being very open and honest with yourself about it, which is what that King of Swords can represent, can bring something to light, and it can help us navigate ourselves through some difficult triggers, emotions, or traumas, okay, that we may be, or conditioning that we're acting on. That could be self-sabotaging your success, but if it is somebody else, which for some of you it is, and I did feel like it was, this King of Swords is representing maybe how we should approach this situation. And as you can see, he kind of has this sword down. He's not engaging in it, but he knows the truth. So if this is you and you are aware of this person, it's just, if you need to speak up, then speak up. But this person is, you are not willing to engage in something, and your advice is to not engage in something, but just to be aware of it, because we do have the Moon and the Sun. There could be some deep jealousy, and the Sun, of course, is about being in the spotlight and growth. So if someone may be comparing themselves to you, someone may not like the fact that you're growing and they're not, or there could just be, it is more of like projection. Someone is unhappy because you're doing something that they wanted to do, or you're able to do something that they weren't able to do. So just pay attention to it. Again, King of Wands has all the facts, but he is not, an overconfident speaker, meaning that some information, and the King of Swords knows that some information is best to be withheld, and sometimes it's best to not speak or engage in certain things. So using your logical mind is going to be very important, because the fiery energy can be very tempting to run into. So just pay attention to that. Now, I'm just going to get one more card for you guys, and then I'm going to pull out some more from the Oracle deck. But this is a really amazing week. Some advice for Taurus. We have the Ace of Wands, which is all about new beginnings. And again, that fiery energy is coming through. Don't waste your fiery energy on haters, on jealous people, okay? On people who might be definitely kind of watching you and not sending you the best intentions. You do have a very prosperous future ahead of you, okay, and a lot of passion coming your way, okay? So your advice is to take the opportunity that comes your way, okay? Now we have the Queen of Wands coming through. Advice, please. Six of Cups, that's interesting. We have that King of Swords again, so I feel like there's some more messages here. This is someone who you have history with, Taurus. This may be someone that you have children with, or you've spent a long time together with, or this could be someone you've known for a long time. Because we have the Six of Cups, Ace of Wands, and Queen of Wands. This could be someone who is coming through, trying to give you an opportunity or wanting to start something with you. But this is where I feel like, yeah, there's something hidden, and maybe you feel like that's the case because the same cards are coming back up again. King of Swords, the Moon, and the Sun. Again, whoever this Queen of Wands is, I don't feel like they have your best interest in mind. And I think if you were the King of Swords, I think you know that. And again, this is more in a case of, yeah, there's a masculine energy here, is feeling a little bit like jaded, bored, and is not really doing much with themselves. Like, a masculine energy is not a man. It doesn't represent a man. It just represents a masculine energy, someone who is very strong-headed. It could be an Aries because the Emperor is an Aries. All right, someone who's quick-tempered, or someone who sees himself of a very high standard or a high person, regardless of your opinion, or that's just their opinion of themselves. So Ace of Wands, Queen of Wands, Six of Cups. Someone could be trying to take you down memory lane. That's what it feels like. So just pay attention to it. I don't know. Someone feels like they have a connection to you. Strength in the World. But we have the Death card here as well. So I kind of feel like someone could be trying to give you an opportunity. This feels more like in terms of love, with Strength in the World. It kind of feels like they're proposing something to you that is strong, and this is a new beginning. End of an old chapter, beginning of a new. But we do have the Death card here, which is about resurrection, like change. Like, this is an ending. And I think for some of you guys, and this King of Pentacles is your energy. With the Five of Cups and the Four of Swords, I feel like this is just a disappointment to you. You have a lot of conflicting cards. I would just say trust your gut. It may seem picture perfect, but I think this person is very good at charming. This is what the Queen of Wands is about. Someone who kind of looks beautiful and portrays things very beautifully. But it kind of feels like maybe it is a bit of an illusion here, because how you're feeling about this is that you've had to do some healing from this. This is some disappointment there. You're taking a time out from this person because there's just so much conflict. I think, yeah, I'm not getting the greatest vibes from it. I feel like it's important that you have a very clear head before making a decision on something like this, okay? And if you feel like this could lead to a disappointment, then just pay attention to that feeling, okay? Now, I do want to get you some advice still on everything else. For Taurus, please. I have the Two of Cups. Love is coming in very strong. So when it comes down to love, and this Queen of Wands is really trying to come up here, I feel like the advice for you is, if you're not completely feeling it, take some time, really figure out your faults here, okay? But the Artist in the Two of Cups is kind of like, you can create the person of your dreams. It's just about being clear on what it is that you want. And I feel like this could actually bring you some clarity on this person who seems to be coming in that you have some history with. Because there is a reason why you're uncertain, and when you get clear on the kind of person that you want, maybe you'll look at this person and go, actually, this person has nothing that I want in a partner, and if no one that I can grow with. So the Artist is like, you are completely able to visualize your dream partner, visualize your dream relationship, and step into that by being that person that you see yourself as stepping into it. And that's how you're going to attract the other person. And become clear on your relationships, okay? Because I think this is super important. But you might really need to sit down and think about your relationships with people. That could be friends, that could be family, and that could be lovers also, okay? But that is coming up for you. All right, let me pull you some tea leaf tarot for you. Yeah. Okay, now I'm going to speak about this very quickly because it's very similar to that energy I was picking up on this person. So You have the fox here, which is shrewdness and resourcefulness, especially in business, which is great when it comes down to your career. You're very smart, you're very strategic, and you're very resourceful. You use what you have, and this is really good for you in terms of your career. But as we know, foxes are known for being sneaky. So when it comes down to people, this did come out with wedge, which is saying someone is trying to come between you and a friend or something that you want here. So just pay attention. Someone could be trying to stop you from doing something. They want you around, so that means that they would rather put their selfish needs in front. They would rather have you so that you don't get more successful or leave without them or something like that. Like, I'm just getting an energy of someone is trying to stop you from achieving your dreams and goals, and this is why they're coming back in again. Okay, I don't think it's like, for some of you it's not consciously like I don't want them to succeed. Some of you it could be, but I feel like it's more of like, I don't want them to leave me and do better without me, so I'm gonna try and win them back. I just don't like that. Life is about growing and evolving and moving. So if anything's trying to keep you stuck, it's not gonna end well. Elephant spirit, learn from the past. Whatever this person did to you, and I am going to move on to a more of a career, ambitious, passionate message with this, because the elephant spirit is also good for that. But when it comes down to that person in particular, just pay attention. However they made you feel in the past is probably what is going to continue to make you feel. I see that you're really doing a lot for yourself. You're stepping into alignment of love. So of course people are going to want to take advantage of that and be a part of that. But the thing is, these people once brought you down. So are they really worth being in your energy field now that you're up and thriving? Now, when it comes down to career, business, or anything else, this is just saying to make sure that you learn and forgive from the past, but make sure you take the lessons with you and don't forget those. They say forgive and forget. I don't really believe in forgetting, only because my brain doesn't allow me to, but I do forgive. And maybe this is something to understand, is that it's good to let things go, but don't forget what happened, because mistakes are the biggest lessons in our life and the biggest teachers in our life. So just pay attention. Maybe something worked in the past and they're asking you to bring that back in, or a certain mindset, or maybe routine, or maybe something didn't work out in the past and they're asking you to remember and to learn from the mistakes and the decisions that we made in the past, and use those lessons accordingly in your present situation. Okay, so Taurus, I'm gonna love you and leave you. I hope to see you guys next time. I appreciate you all for being patient with me for getting these readings out. I wanted to take a bit of a break so I could be one within myself, because I've been also going through a bit of a tough time, but I will actually do a video on this, so stay tuned. But I hope to see you guys next time. Thank you so much for listening, and I hope this helped in some way.